is the most evil superhero? Starting this one off as tame as possible, because this is going to get pretty intense. We have Syndrome. Now, Syndrome is probably the first character in cartoons who taught all of us that all it takes is one bad day to turn your #1 fan into your #1 greatest villain. As in the beginning, he started off as a #1 fanboy for Mr. Incredible. Only there was one tiny thing about it. He didn't have any superpowers, which makes it basically impossible for him to have ever been a superhero or a sidekick himself, causing Mr. Incredible to be quite dismissive of him during their first meeting. But the thing about Syndrome is what he lacks for in super strength, he makes up for in his intelligence, leading him to then invent gadgets to emulate superhuman abilities. But he's still a little kid, so that ends up backfiring too and actually causes a lot of damage to the city. And you already know that Bob wasn't having that, so he takes the kid, throws him in the back of a cop car, and makes sure that they tell his mom later. And how does Syndrome react to being dissed by his #1 biggest hero? How anyone else would, obviously. Spends the next 15 years building a fortune by manufacturing weapons. Spends the money he makes from it